Hi my dear students, again architect Carlos Eduardo Gamboa is talking to you on this new tutorial. Today's subject is setting line weight or setting plot style tables. And the first step you need to do is to type on your keyboard or press the keys Ctrl and P at the same time. We are just going to click here. Click accept, and that's it. Here are some recommendations to set the plot style table or to set the line weight. You could get the same result by doing different procedures. I strongly recommend you to see first the video how to plot on model space or how to configure the plotter for model space before we do this, because otherwise you won't get anything about what we are going to set. So,
on Mac, when we press Ctrl and letter P at the same time, we get this menu. This warning is because this drawing has preset another plotter. So this message warning us about that this function can be deployed because it doesn't has installed the plotter we have previously set on this drawing. So we're going to say OK here, and this is our plot model menu.
set. So, like you see, I already have a plot style table pre-configured, but we are going to configure a totally new one. So let's find the option new, click on it. So you need to select start from scratch because we are not going to use any of these options, and use the next step. Click here on the next button, and the program will ask you how do you want to name your plot style table. I recommend you to use the scale you want to print or to plot into the name of the plot style table. Scale 1-50. You can't use here double dot because the system doesn't allow. So we are going to use dash, lower dash, or any other kind of sign to get the scale. In this case, 150. Okay? So we click here on the next button, and the program is asking you if you want to finish. We click finish right here, and like we create the new plot style table. If you look for it, it usually automatically set on the new plot style table you have created, but sometimes it doesn't automatically set. So you need to find it here from this, and you need to select it from this list. In this case, it's already preset, and when you select it, it asks you if you want to assign this plot style table to all layouts. You say yes. The next step is to configure the panes. We need to click on this tool symbol, and as soon as you click it, this menu will appear. So
on Mac, when we look for this new plot style table, we get at first the configuration for each color. So let's continue with the process. It's exactly the same from Windows, only that the color is here and the line weight is on this line.
So we are going to set the first color, which is the color 1. Here at the color menu or the drop down menu, we click here on this symbol and we select black, because like we said before, we're going to set a black and white plot style table. We can select different colors at the same time by pressing continuously the Shift key and selecting the last color we want to select. In this case, from 1 to 6, we are going to apply the black color. We choose color 1, as we already configured, is set on color black. And here on the land weight, we will choose the 0.1 pen. For number 2, we are going to select on land weight the 0.2 pen, like we are configuring a scale 150 plot style table. For color 3, we're going to select on land weight 0.3, here it is, 0.3, and so on till color 6. Remember that you can download this tutorial so you can watch it or repeat it as many times as you want. So you will get the process and you will get step by step this procedure, because we are doing it kind of fast. Here it is, just the process till color number 6. So we're going to click here on color 7 with these arrows are going to go till the last color. Remember to press Shift key first and then select the last color. And we select the whole colors from number 7 to color 255. On color, we are going to select black, because we already said we are going to do or to use a black and white. And for land weight, like we don't know if any kind of other line are thick or thin, we're going to use the thinnest land weight we can use. In this case, I recommend you to use 0.05. If you use 0.00, maybe it will print, but it depends on the ink level for the plotter or the print you are using. So I recommend you to use the 0.05 millimeters land weight. Don't forget to select the option Save and Close.
On Mac is exactly the same process we did on Windows. So we configure color 1, color 2, color 3, and so on until the last color, 255. Use object color and land weight 0.05 millimeters. We just save and close, and the system asks us how do we want to name our CTB file. So we are going to use the name of the scale. So scale 1-50 in this case, because we are configuring 150 scale CTB file, and we're going to save it.
And we are going to select our print area. We set here the scale 150, 1000 millimeters, which represents 1 unit per 50 units. We click on preview. We hit the button continue. We can use the zoom button or the zoom with the scroll wheel from the mouse to get close to the printing, so we can check if we are satisfied with the land weight of our plot style table. Like we configure our first one, I'm going to say that we are okay. So like we are okay, we press escape to go back to the menu and just press OK. Continue, and we're going to save it on the desktop.
On Mac, we go to Page Setup, Set Previous Plot. We set the printer, the plot style table, the paper size, the window we have preset with another command MVS. We're going to set the scale, which will be the scale we are printing in, so it will be 150.
So, like we won't work all the time with the same scale or the same line weight or the same plot style table, we will need to configure different kind of line weights or different plot style tables. But we don't need to go through the process every time we need to configure a new plot style table. So what do we need to know? You need to know where you could find this file we configured before. Where to find it? There is two ways, or there are many ways. One way will be clicking here on the drop down menu from the A symbol, click on the print options, and on the drop down menu or the arrows, look for the manage plot styles option. You click on it and it will open the folder where you have your pens or your plot style table. If you are using a .stv, is the wrong file, or you are working on a different template from Autocad, which is a problem. You need to watch another video to resolve that problem. So we are going to look our plot style table. Here it is, scale 1-50.ctv, and we just need to copy it. We copy it and we paste it, and with the copy we will just change the name. So let's configure a color style, so it will be a scale 150 color, and that's it. You don't need to go back to the print menu. You just need to double click on it and it will show you this menu. You just need to go to this option from view and you will configure like this procedure. Like we already set the line weight, so we're going to click here, we're going to press shift and we're going to go till color 255. Remember to press the shift key before you select the last color, and we're going to use this option, use object color. But let's say that we need or we intend to plot in both ways, black and color options. So we're going to choose the main colors from 1 to 6 and we are going to set on black. Save and close, and that's it. After we do that, we can go back to AutoCAD, press Ctrl and P at the same time, go back to the plot model. When we set the previous plot, be careful to check if you have selected the proper pens or the proper plot style table. So we need to select again the scale 150 color.ctv file. And it will ask you again if you want to assign this plot style table to all layouts. You will say yes. And like we are not going to change the printable area or any other characteristic, just the plot style table, we're going to click preview again. We hit the continue button, and as you can see, as I already told you before, we use the black and white pens for the 1 to 6 color, but for these small plants we use some green or some different green colors. So like you see, it will work with the 0.05 pen as we configured before and with the original color. If you want to change it to color, so we just hit the escape key on the keyboard. It will go back to the plot model menu, and we just use the tool. So we hit the tool, and you can select, in this case, 1 to 6 color, and instead black, we are going to set on use object color. Save and close, again preview, and it will change as you wish. And for this gray, it will apply the gray color we are using for this floor. Let's say we are going to print on color. So hit OK button, continue, and save it. In this case, we're going to change it to color. Save it. We are going to make a pause here. We'll meet again on the next tutorial.
Universidad Santo Tomás, institución sujeta a inspección y vigilancia por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.